We're starting a petition for Mr. Griffin's project, and our petition is going to be on town halls. A town hall is basically with people of higher demand and people of a lower demand to get problems solved. A town hall can be held in assemblies, president talking to the press. It can be held with 1 or 2 people. A town hall can help Grand Center Arts Academy because we don't want just Stuco handling our problems. We want to be heard as a voice. And I like to think of it as we don't want to let Stuco handle our problems because, okay, they might have problems too that they're already fixing. So our problems with the town hall is that we're going to go with the problems. We're going to step forward at the microphones and we're going to ask the principals how can we solve our problems, and they can either have a solution or they cannot have a solution.
So the steps that we're going to do is first we're going to set up a form, and second we're going to type up the summary for what we want to do. Thirdly, we're going to go around asking middle schoolers and ask for them to sign the paper. Fourth thing is get teachers to sign the paper. 2, so like you can. Fifth thing is sit down with several teachers and talk about if this is like a good idea to help us in the town hall.
It's so awkward.
So the 3 main goals that we want to come out of our project is to have student leadership. We want students to confront their own issues, to feel comfortable enough to talk to their administrators about their problems. We also want students to have the ability to talk about things that Stuco doesn't usually talk about, to deal with problems that teachers don't really know are there. The last thing we want is to have people gather up in this. We want people to be able to talk. We want students to be active in their education and what happens at their school.
Why do you think this is a big deal? Why should we be doing this?
Because I feel like that students need someone to talk to instead of just adults. I want them to be comfortable with us. I don't want them to think that we're going to judge them based off of their problems, you know. So yeah, I just want them to be comfortable and just trust us, basically. Just trust us. So yeah.
So,
Sure.
you want to type it up? Someone who wants to type it up?
Yeah, I'm gonna make the table first, and then whoever wants to talk. Okay, so it's like we have our form. So now we're gonna go to the classes and get the form signed, so we can at least like give it to Mr. Griffin and like see what he thinks about like our project and like how what does it mean to us. So we're gonna go to Ms. Green for that.
Wait, how are we going to explain this?
Sign this paper to initiate like all the problems that you have at like Grand Center, and we're going to take it to Mr. Griffin, and he's going to take it to Ms. Irving, and we're going to basically explain to her like these are the problems that we have at Grand Center, and this is how we want to fix it. So if you guys sign this paper, it's not going to take that long, and it's just going to take real quick. So if you guys sign this paper, that's basically saying that you agree with our problem, and like you agree with the idea that we're taking with it. So who wants to sign the paper? It's just going to go around, pass it around.
Flower? Yeah, flower with the C. Oh, okay. That's the right problem. What's your problem? Phones. Okay, so let me just do it. Problem. What's your name? Come here. If you're signing the paper, please come to me. Well, let them sign it. I'm trying to do this before school starts out because we're kind of starting. Yeah, so let's make this quick. So, sign the paper. Make it quick.
Now do it.
Hey, burn my marker. I don't want nobody to steal it. And our project is petition to do like to get basically more stuff in a town hall for 8th graders and just basically like kids in Grand Center. And the town hall is basically like just like a press conference like the president's house, and it's going to just basically like issues that Grand Center have and like how you want to solve those issues. So if you sign this paper, that means that you're signing up to be in the town hall and like
Be like a part of it?
yeah, and say your piece and what you want want and how you want to solve it. So if you sign this paper, that means that you could just be at the town hall, and it's going to take place next year. So like we're trying to get this done for next year, so we don't have to rely on student code to get to help with our problems. So it could just be like any random problem that you think of. So can I pass this paper around? Who's all signing it?
I'll sign.
Is for you guys to sign a petition that will allow us to have town halls. These town halls we want to be placed next year. So during these town halls, it's going to be a press conference. So you know how the President of the United States has press conferences. We want that same thing, but with our teachers and administrators. We want students to be able to confront teachers and possibly the principal to talk about issues that they're not paying attention to, issues that you want to be brought to light. So if you sign this, it would allow us to get enough attention so that we can put this issue to the principal. So if anyone wants to sign this.
Bring that to me right here. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna get you right here.
I want to sign this paper because I feel sometimes that the teachers do ignore problems because if I bring a problem to a teacher, I just feel like they don't really do anything, and it kind of makes me feel dejected, and I don't want to tell teachers things anymore.
Hey guys, do you guys want to do our Mr. Griffin's project, or you just signing petition?
I'll sign the petition. I just don't want to be in the video.
Okay, I will block you out.
What are we signing for again before I sign?
You signing for any problem that you have, like the same grant center.
It's for the ability so we can
Before I'm in the 8th grade. My issue with this school is the kids here don't appreciate that they have an opportunity to pursue their passion in arts, and then they take that for granted. And they're all these kids, and they're like, oh, why don't we have sports like other schools and everything? You're at an art school. You have better arts than other schools, and and I think the school should start auditioning people again because then they'll appreciate the fact that they had to work too hard to get in, and they'll appreciate the school.
During breaks, I'm in the 8th grade, and I put down that we should have discipline because the administration is not doing as much as they can for the students. My name is Maya. I'm 14. I'm in 8th grade. And I'm signing this petition because this is too much stuff on the Gerson Arts Academy, and they're not taking it seriously, as they should be. Okay, so the first thing for my reflection is that I'm really happy for the experience that I had with these two girls, Madison and Morgan. The experience to go around and ask teachers, can we talk to their classroom, and just get to know, we went there, for example, we went to Miss Iset's room. Not that many people signed the paper, but just the experience of people trusting us enough to write down the issues that they're having, that's out of the line cool. I'm so glad that we did this together, and one thing that I want to do, before I leave is to make sure that the kids know that we're really trying to make sure that we have something to lead on. If somebody not doing their job in student code, they have something to lead on, to make sure that their voice is heard, so yeah, so the experience was awesome. I loved it. So yeah, that's my reflection, and yeah, bye.
My reflection for this project is that it was definitely an eye-opening experience, and it was definitely a bit strange because we talk about social justice and we talk about all these things we want to do, but it's not very often that we go out and do these things. And when it comes to student leadership and communication, I feel that it's not as easy, I guess, for me or for anyone else. But when you just ask the simple question of what you want to change, and you ask what people think about how their education is going, it can start a conversation that people will listen to and people will understand. And I'm just glad that I got the chance to get out of just the student perspective and, well, just my student perspective and my experience, and hear from other students, my peers. And one thing that I feel we should continue to do is to get our petition out there and possibly make a difference for students in 2019, where they can feel comfortable in their own school and like they have a voice. And we will continue to put in our petition and ask students how they feel about their education, and get them to talk about it and feel comfortable with talking about their education and things that actually matter in this school, and be comfortable with the adults and the administration that is there. The experience I have is definitely something that I would like to continue, not just as a project or just for a grade, but the ability to change things on my own. I think that's something I would like to continue.
Banana, folk friend, bee, bop, Alabama, Alma.